are you? How has your January been? I hope you have been well. It's been a roller coaster, let's say. No great highs, no great lows, but just a few things been going on. And it's always a good time to just catch up with you on this nice, quiet Sunday morning. So I hope you are nice and relaxed and in a comfortable place, and just listening, letting my ramble just wash over you. You can just relax. You're in a safe place here, and I'm a friend. And again, I want to thank you for your continued support. I really appreciate every one of you out there. So, today is nice and calm and quite mild. Quite mild. There's no wind, and it's just very, very serene and relaxing. And I heard on the radio that it is 3 minutes lighter than it was a month ago. 3 minutes. Yeah, I'm sure it was 3 minutes, but we can't seem to notice that because, it's still a case of getting up in the dark and coming home in the dark. And it's something that we just do every year. I'm going to try and aim to make this ramble just a little bit longer than usual, just after some feedback saying that they'll like the videos to be just a little bit longer. So I'll aim for 30 minutes, and hopefully that will be okay. I'm just going to come back. I can hear my neighbour, I think, washing a car or something, so I'll be 1 minute. There you go. I'm back. I can still hear it. Maybe you won't hear it on the video. I'm not sure. I hope not. Okay, so January 2024. How has it been for me? So we are, 3 days away from February. And I've been dry. I've done dry January. That means I haven't had a drink of alcohol at all. Yeah, it hasn't been bad. I'm not a massive drinker, to be honest. I do love a beer. Nothing better than a beer. I'm sure I've told you all this before. But yeah, I've decided just to stop altogether. So the last alcoholic beverage I had was on New Year's Eve stroke New Year's Day. I went to bed about 2 a.m. with a few beers in my belly, but I've had nothing since. I've had nothing since December. exercise and self-control. I think that might be one of the things I've got out of it. And it hasn't been bad. I've not really thought about it a great deal, to be honest. Now the other one, no chocolate. So I've done a double whammy for January, and no chocolate was probably just a little bit harder, because I like nothing better than to snuggle up with a nice packet of chocolate biscuits, and I haven't been able to do that. So I've been eating digestive biscuits, just plain digestive biscuits. I've ate a lot of them throughout January. I've just been getting the cheap Aldi digestive biscuits, and I like to dip them in my cup of tea, and I can fit one biscuit in my whole mouth. So I've got a ridiculous sweet tooth. But the thing is, I don't really care for sugary drinks. Don't get me wrong, I do love savoury as well, but I would say chocolate is my Achilles heel, if you know what I mean. Now, also, I did have a few health concerns, as you remember from my previous videos. And so I went for my checkup as planned, and the feedback was that my lungs, so I've had a pain in my chest, like a ball of pain here, and when I lean backwards I can feel the tightness here, just because I've had a cough that's lingered for months and months and months and months. I'm talking probably about 9, 10 months even. The doctor did not seem concerned about it whatsoever. I went to the hospital for an x-ray, a chest x-ray, and she even forgot that I'd been for that. So she said, oh yeah, I'll just check on the system to see what the result is, and typed in a few things, and she says, oh yeah, it's fine. Okay, I just accepted that, that's fine, good news for me. But my blood pressure is very, very high. I don't know why, but she suggested that I go on this medication, and I said, could you give me 3 months, just 3 months, to try and reduce the high blood pressure naturally by looking at my diet, being a little more active. And she said that's a good idea, she would recommend that, so maybe just more walking, quite a long distance, and I love walking. I'm not talking pounding the pavements and jogging, and I'm just talking about just gentle cardio, walking at a brisk pace. I've got my dog, so there's no reason why I can't have a decent walk, even though I work long hours in my current job, like 10-hour shifts. And it's tough, it's hard to get that outside time this time of year with my dog, because it's pitch black by the time I get in, and I'm normally in bed within a couple of hours as well. So I'm just looking at ways to just see if I can start swimming on a regular basis. I do enjoy swimming a lot, and something I'm looking at doing every week is maybe go for a swim early morning, just for an hour or so. So yeah, that's one of the things I'm looking to do. My friend, one of my really good friends, bought me this. Let me This is the greatest. Sorry, I'm covering the mic with my mouth. This is the greatest self-help book that is written by me. So this acts as like a daily journal, if you like. Every day it asks you things like, how are you feeling? It gives you an affirmation to read out every day. So I will keep an open mind that is free from judgment. Maybe try and say that about 5 times. I will try and keep an open mind that is free from judgment. I will try to keep an open mind that is free from judgment. I will try to keep an open mind that is free of judgment. It also asks you how you are feeling today, and you just put simple emotions, like I wrote the other day. I'm hopeful, I'm thankful, I'm excited, and you get a heart and you just colour in how happy you are by colouring in the heart. You write down, no matter how big or small, what are you looking forward to? How do you enjoy spending your free time? Have you taken care of yourself with mind, body or spirit? And these are things like doing a yoga class, or doing some meditation, or taking the dog for a nice long walk, or having a salt bath, relaxing, having a swim, just so you kind of do these very small self-care activities, if you like. And you also get a box where you write and release maybe something that you want to let go of, or something that might be resonating with you that you don't particularly want to think about a lot. Negative emotions, if you like. So imagine every day we get annoyed, we work with people that we don't choose to work with. So yeah, this is just a nice little check-in with yourself every day, just to make sure that you are practicing self-care. And if you miss a day, that isn't a big deal. You just carry on. But every few days, you get special days where it might ask you to complete an exercise. This one is for breathing. There's another one, a worry chart. So you're writing the things that you are, that is bothering you, that is staying with you on your mind, and you fill in that worry jar. So every few days you get a different exercise, just so it isn't so repetitive. And this is available on Amazon, something like £10, which is a few bucks, 12 bucks or something, I'm not sure. And it's by Vex King and Koshal. So they've collaborated together to write this, and yeah, it's really nice. My friend bought me this. I've got some really good friends. So where was I? Yeah. So there's also a lot of change around at the moment. A lot of change. And some are good and some that make me a little bit anxious, if I'm being honest. So good things, I got a new car. So my car was 10 years old. Wow, 10 years old. I'm not a massive car person. I don't need to be driving the latest, greatest, faster than the speed of lightning kind of thing. I just wanted a simple, everyday car, and I ended up getting a Vauxhall Astra Griffin. It's got a sat-nav, which is a step up from my last car. It's black, it's lovely, really nice to drive, and yeah, it's nice. I've also got a new Mac, which is right in front of me here. It's a beautiful orange Mac, and I even get the keyboard to come with it. It's like a metallic. Oh, it's connecting to that while I'm doing it. So it's got this metallic orange colour, and there's the mouse to go with it. And there's the keyboard itself. There you go. I've opened up the Mac. So yeah, it's very nice. I actually saved up for that while I was working overtime just before Christmas. And I needed a new Mac desperately. The one I was using was still the one from my videos many years ago. It was no longer receiving any of the updates from Apple. It was very old. I just decided to get a new one, and this one is really fast. Yeah. And some of the things that I'm not so crazy about regarding change is my neighbour, who I love dearly. Got a really good friendship and relationship. She's got a house up for sale now. So, yeah, I've got that anxiety about. I loved the setup we had. I love the setup we have, should I say. And all of a sudden that's going to change with new neighbours, and you worry, who are my new neighbours going to be? And will I get on with them? Will they get on with me? Yeah, I don't always like change, especially when your routine is comfortable and you have a great respect for one another, but that's going to change, the dynamic's going to change. So I do get a little bit anxious about that kind of change that I can't influence. But change is inevitable, isn't it? Change happens whether we like it or not. Change happens every day, every moment. And we just have to embrace it and hope for the best. Yeah, on a light note for me, I wrote a Christmas script last year for a movie. Remember when I took a bit of time out? Yeah, we're going to be pitching it to somebody. There's no great expectation here, if you like. But it's going to be pitched with a view to hopefully get it in the hands of some of the streamers. That's the hope. So this is a really funny, great Christmas movie that me and a friend of mine wrote together. And it's great. I just revisited it just during the week, and yeah, it's ready to be made. It's so funny. It's a family comedy. It's a feature film, a movie, and I can see it on Netflix. I can see it on Amazon Prime. I can even see the tile on the screen. So in the style of something like Your Christmas or Mine, you know, one of these movies that appear on the streamers. So keep your fingers crossed for me and my pal that we manage to get it. And if we don't, it doesn't matter if they pass on it or they don't want it. We enjoyed writing it anyway, but I just thought I would mention that. Yeah, the Traitors. Oh wow. So we've been Traitors, which is a part game show, part murder mystery kind of thing. And it's about a group of people who are thrown together in this castle in Scotland, and 3 of them are chosen to be traitors, but the others don't know they are traitors, and the idea is to try and hunt out who the traitors are. But the traitors have to manipulate and lie and cover themselves, but they get a chance to eliminate some of the faithfuls, that's what they call the regular contestants. And it's so gripping, so addictive, and it's really kind of brightened up the January evenings, if you like. I know there's a US version which is based in the same castle as we have here in the UK. I think they're filmed back to back. Check it out, it's really good. I even got the card game. I've never played it yet, but it's a 3-player card game, and the blurb reads, "Immerse yourself in the world of the Traitors with the Traitors card game. Do you have what it takes to outwit your fellow players and survive to the end of this ultimate test of trust and treachery? Secretly play the role of faithful or traitor whilst working together to build up a communal prize fund of gold. The faithful must identify and banish the traitors in their midst to win a share of the gold. The traitors must stay undetected to the end to steal the prize fund. Get them before they get you." That's a really good description, and it contains 85 cards and rules. And yeah, I'd really like to play that. I'd really like to play that a lot. And it lasts for around 30 to 45 minutes. So this was one of my Christmas presents from one of my neighbours, my other neighbours. We're a very friendly street, and we're going to play this together because they watch the Traitors as well. And if you haven't seen it, please, please, please check it out. And the Australian version is equally as good. So you've got Alan Cummins hosting the US version. We have Claudia Winkleman, and Australia has Roger Corser, who's brilliant. Check it out if you haven't already seen it. I've also got this. HelloFresh. HelloFresh is a subscription where you get fresh ingredients delivered to your house to make a meal. So there's no waste. It's reasonably priced at its introductory offers. So I've got this 50% off deal. So every Sunday we get 3 meals delivered. And yeah, so you get these cards of the ingredients. So this is honey and mustard sausage tray bake. So it's a bit of a lazy one for me. Then I've got ultimate this isn't chicken tikka masala. So this is a vegetarian substitute. I'm not vegetarian or vegan, anything like that. But I do like to reduce my meat intake, and some of these dishes are delicious. I would possibly go vegetarian or vegan if I thought about it enough. I just haven't thought about it enough at the moment. And this one is Serbi meatballs and linguine. And on the back here it gives you the instructions. But I know that you have it in other countries as well. But it tells you step by step how to make the meal. It tells you how long it is to make it. And this takes 25 to 30 minutes, and it's 2 of your 5 a day. It even gives you all of the ingredients, and maybe if you're using an air fryer, which I've got a Ninja downstairs, it tells you how to use it in the air fryer. that's more or less me, and I've aimed to keep this ramble just as long as possible to 35-minute mark, just to make them a little bit longer. But I do hope you're enjoying the other videos I've been putting out, which are topical discussions, stories if you like. So I told one about the post office scandal, which is still big news here in the UK. And I did one last week on Dr. Crippen, so true crime, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's just an interesting conversation, which isn't about me, but just about the subject in hand. So that's how I'm enjoying that, and I've got a couple of stories I'm going to tell for the next 2 videos, and I'm just going to keep that going. I'm enjoying doing it. It's effortless, and I hope you are enjoying it too. So, if you enjoy this kind of content, let me know. If there's any feedback, positive, maybe constructive feedback, get in touch with me. Again, subscribers, I'm not the biggest channel on YouTube by any stretch of the imagination. I'm actually one of the smallest, and ironically I'm one of the longest running ASMR artists. Just I've had very sporadic uploads, and I've tried all different styles, but I just prefer this simplistic approach with just me talking to the camera with a simple mic. Of course I've got all of these ear-to-ear mics, the other ones out of the way over there. I haven't done any of these for a while now, but I can do more of them as well, of course. So yeah, keep the subscriptions coming, keep the ideas coming, and I'll keep the content coming. I really enjoy your time. I enjoy talking to you, and I hope this helps you relax and sleep and unwind. But I am going to say good night to you lovely people out there, and thank you so much for joining me once again on this ramble all about me. But of course, it's all about you too, and I hope that everything has gone well for January. Let me know, reach out if there's anything you want to talk about, and I'll be glad to converse with you. But until then, I will see you very soon, and I hope you enjoy